I feel like people are watching you so closely, so closely. They're on your trail. It's almost like you can't make any mistake. You can't relax. Like they're just up under your feet, up under your nose. And it's worse than kids. You know, kids go off and play, but these people just sit in the background and watch you. And they don't do nothing else with their lives but try and throw their opinions at you, based off of how they judge your life. And it's just kind of irking. But I feel like you're saying it as well. Like, I'm fine. This is something you've gone through for a while now. It's almost like they're like, I don't want to say family because this card is in reverse, but they're just always there. And this may not be people that you've ever seen before. This could be demons that have been following you and stalking you and harassing you. Demons that you might look at like children at this point, but they're not your kids. Like, you keep in mind that I don't have children. I'm not raising any child. I'm not babysitting any child. But I do feel like this presence, like they're just constantly watching, constantly trying to get your attention. And the energy is very heavy. And this could be something that you've used over time, like you've used it as materials for your business or some way to become a better person. Like, you kind of use it like as a guideline, or what can I do to make my life better? And then you have the sun here in reverse. It's almost like these people are depressed, and so they see that you have a positive light and a positive energy, and they're just trying to cling to your every word so that they can be in your life and be in your light. But they don't realize that they're demons. They don't. And anytime they get upset, like anytime you start calling them out for what the things that they're doing, now their life goes back to hell. But that's where they belong. You can't just feed on other people's emotions. Rebuke them. You have the high priestess in reverse. So they try to drag you down. If you were ever to, acknowledge this entity, this heavy monitoring spiritual entity, and say, oh, well, I got to make sure that, the kids in the background don't start crying. Like, I'm a babysitter, but you're not getting paid for that. And all they're doing is pulling you down into their depression. It's their job to keep their spirits lifted, if that's even an option for them. Maybe they do belong in hell. Let them stay in hell. No, you have to keep reminding these demons that they don't belong on your level. They're not part of your crew. Okay, so you have 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and Page of Pentacles, right next to the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe at some point you thought that, yeah, I can learn how to be more patient. I can learn how to be more civil or whatever. But it's not the case. They want you to basically become like a soldier for them and fight their demons and keep them happy. But no, if these people letting demons into their life, they need to fight them on their own, or they will become overrun and overruled by the demons that they let in their life. They go to hell. If they don't accept Christ, then they go to hell. There's no other message here. 7 of Wands is a fight. Is a constant fight for you, employed by someone who can't afford to pay you. You're not working for nobody that's not doing anything beneficial for you. If there's not a positive exchange of energy that you agree to, something you seek out and desire, then it's not happening. It's not a relationship. You rebuke them, and separate yourself from Satan so that you have the authority of Christ to rebuke these demons. Aren't on the same table or the same team or whatever. All right, 4 of Swords, 5 of Wands. I'm seeing a progression here with your thoughts, but also with the power and authority that you have, increasing and growing over time. The more you realize the things you have to put up with. I'm maybe talking to a young person, and you just thought that it came with it just came with the package. Like, because you were a child and you had parents who cared for you, that now is your responsibility to care for the elderly or something. But in a spiritual sense, these elderly, there's no age. If people are weak and miserable. They cannot carry their own weight. They're constantly put somebody else. That's their that's their punishment. That's their life. That's their problem. So you going and healing people are people who actually have something to do for the kingdom. Like in your kid, in your situation, you may be needing healing from something that you've been through, some trauma that you've been through, but you being a healer are healing yourself. You following Christ is healing yourself. You don't have your hands out, at a concert looking to some celebrity trying to become that celebrity for a moment in time, just for an hour and a half. Let me pretend that I'm you, and so I can feel better. About what? If you're not feeling better about yourself, it's just another demon doing demonic things. You have 8 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. So I'm definitely seeing this progression. And somebody might have been born in 87. I may be talking to a millennial. With the 7 of Pentacles, you have money coming. The money what you do with this money, I'm seeing 7 twice, is already yours. Somebody tried to steal from you and you're taking it back. So I'm actually seeing it like it's a remainder of what already belongs to you. And they may be coming at you like you stole from them. Yeah, 7 of Swords. They might be looking at you like you stole from them, but you're really just taking back what's yours. Something they thought they had, but what's yours is yours. Nobody can steal from you. And so now they're without. I'm also seeing somebody with like a bag of money, but the money explodes on itself or something like that, like a bank robber, and they think they're getting over on you, but we're dealing with it now. It's just a press of the button, and everything that they think they stole from you is back into your account. So they wasted their time. And after that, I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open. This is the temple. God rebuilt you. You might have broke down going through this process of following him, but you only got stronger, just like a bodybuilder breaks down and tears his muscles just for them to for them to grow stronger and stronger. But God shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such and one as goeth on still in his trespasses. Yeah, so I'm feeling like even with this chariot, and I'm being reminded of the Egyptians following Moses and his people into the Red Sea. That's what I'm getting from this message. Like somebody that was following you, trying to copy off of you, doing what you do, they end up getting hurt. Like by whatever God is using to strengthen you, these people are also falling down and hurting. But they don't ever get back up because they shouldn't have been there in the first place. They shouldn't have been chasing you. They shouldn't have been harassing you. They shouldn't have been stalking you. And you're strong enough to deal with what God is placing on your back. You're carrying your own cross you for no reason. They're being led by demons. And, the demons know what's going on. So they're just basically just putting these people's lives in danger, But just like the Egyptians were killed by the Red Sea because they're chasing Moses. You're not Israelite. You're not part of Moses's flock, but you're harassing people. And that's what's going to happen. It's like you can't even warn them at this point because they're so gung-ho on bringing you down and trying to cause you pain. But they're the ones that's suffering at the end of the day. You're getting stronger. Your faith is getting stronger because you're seeing what God is doing. Yeah. And I'm just hearing rebuke them. This is as high as you can go. You don't have to pretend to be better than anybody. You know that this journey that you're on, it might feel like a burden the entire time. And who is burdened more than a slave? So you might feel subservient to everybody, but people are still jealous of you. People still look up to you. You know, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. The money that you have, the success that you have, it didn't come easy. It's laborious, but you worked hard and you got through. You got through to the other end. The people following you, harassing you, they don't get through. The gate is narrow. They don't get through.